of psychology. Community psychology. It focuses on providing accessible care for people with psychological problems. Community based mental health centers are one means of delivering such services as outreach programs to people in need. Community psychologists view human behavior in terms of adaptation to resource and the specific situation. They work to create communities that are more supportive of residents by pinpointing needs, by providing needed services, and by teaching people how to gain access to resources that are already available. Community psychologists are also concerned about prevention. They try to prevent mental health problems by identifying high risk groups and by stimulating new opportunities in the community. Instead of concentrating on individual, community psychologists have decided to look at the social environment in which individual problems arise. Environmental psychology. Some psychologists share widespread interest in ecological problems such as smog, water pollution, noise, and the overcrowding of the urban areas. They seek to determine how these byproducts of our industrial society affect not only our physical health but also our psychological well being. Ultimate aim of environmental psychology is to balance the needs of an industrial society against the maintenance of an environment that preserves the balance of nature and enables humanity and other organisms to continue to thrive. School and educational psychology. It is concerned with children's learning and adjustment in school. School psychologists test the children, make recommendations about educational placement, and work on educational planning teams. Educational psychologists work at colleges and universities, teach classes, and do research on teaching and learning. School psychologists work as counselors to individual pupils. Besides, they evaluate teaching methods, organization of the curriculum, and the textbooks and educational films. These school psychologists rely heavily on principles of learning. Industrial and organizational psychology. Industrial and organizational psychology centers on the workplace, both on the workers and on the organizations that employ them. Industrial and organizational psychology is often partitioned into industrial psychology and organizational psychology. Industrial psychology involves personnel and human resource management. Industrial psychology is increasingly referred to as personnel psychology. Organizational psychology examines the social and group influences of the organization. Those industrial psychologists who work in business and manufacturing organizations have discovered many facts about work fatigue, working hours, rest periods, and employee morale. They help select and train employees. Sometimes with training devices, they help people to learn specific skills. They also design equipment and machinery that are efficient and easy to operate because of their size, strength, and capabilities of the people who use them. Forensic psychology. Forensic psychology is the field of psychology applies psychological concept to the legal system. Social and cognitive psychologists increasingly conduct research on topics related to psychology and law. Forensic psychologists are hired by legal teams to provide input about many aspects of a trial. Criminological psychology is the application of psychology to enrich our understanding of crime and criminal behavior. Sports psychology. In this field, psychological principles are applied to improve sport performance. Sports psychology is a relatively new field, but it is rapidly gaining acceptance. At the 2000 Olympic, more than 20 sports psychologists work with American athletes and coaches. Personality psychology. Personality psychology focuses on the relatively enduring traits and characteristics of individuals. Personality psychology studies such topics as self concept, aggression, moral development, gender roles, and the inner or outer directedness. Health psychology. Health psychology is a multidimensional approach to health that emphasizes psychological factors, lifestyles, and the nature of healthcare delivery system. Many health psychologists study the roles of stress and coping in people's lives. Health psychologists may work in physical or mental health areas, provide clinical services. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, share it and don't forget to hit the subscribe.